The preview you are about to watch is for a movie that is unlike any you have ever seen before. It is for a movie that goes beyond temporary fear to everlasting terror.
I'm Curtis.
And I'm Tiffany, and this is our 13 games for Halloween.
This is an informal mini-series where we take a look at 13 games that we think you should bring to your table this spooky season. We're not going to get super in-depth with the rules. This isn't a how to play, nor is it a real critical analysis. We're just going to kind of give you an idea of how the game plays, what we like about it, maybe some things we don't particularly care for, and most importantly, why you absolutely need to be gaming with these games this Halloween.
Yeah, so today we're looking at Spooktacular.
Woo!
I like this one a lot. It takes place in a movie theater where you are the ghostly ghouls and you are trying to scare or devour as many innocent moviegoers as possible.
Yeah, so basically the premise is you are the horror movies playing, and you are coming to life, and like Tiffany said, you're just wreaking havoc all across the theater. This one's a little tricky to explain in depth how to play, because this is a very asymmetrical game. But basically, every character does play differently, but essentially there's going to be some kind of variation of playing a card from your hand, moving around the board, spooking guests, activating your special abilities, or devouring guests. So pretty much you're going to have a starting hand of 5 cards. These are basic cards. Every single character gets these, and then you're going to get a certain combination of your own personal, unique cards. And so like I said, on your turn, every player sheet is different. All the abilities are different. It's totally unique and asymmetrical, but in some variation or another, you're going to play a card, you're going to move around, and you're going to do those things. Now, the main goal of the game is to have, obviously, the most points at the end of it, and you get those points by scaring the audience members, in which case you'll be in a room and you will play a spook card, and you scatter the meeples out of the room. So you can take 1 meeple per door that is in the room. And you're going to get 1 point for each meeple that you move out of the room in that manner. Now what that means is you do have to be kind of strategic about which meeples you're moving into which rooms, because the other thing that you're trying to do is you're trying to devour these movie guests as well. And every time you get a full set of each meeple color, you get to turn those in for a movie ticket. And this will also trigger one of the ways to end the game, because once all those tickets are gone, the game is over. Or whenever a player reaches 50 points, the game also ends. Now these tickets are super important, because on the back of these tickets that you're going to keep secret is a variation of a certain amount of points, and I think they range from like 3? I think they go as low as 3, and they go as high as 8. So, you know, it's super vital for you to get these. So you're playing this game, and it's a good balance of scaring guests, devouring guests, moving around the board, moving your opponents around the board, because a lot of your opponents have abilities, and you have abilities to move them around as well. But like I said, you really got to strategize, because if you're spooking these guests out the door, you don't want to feed the correct colors to your opponents to make it easier for them to get those precious, precious tickets, because there is a limited number of them.
And it can be very hard to get points depending on who you're playing with.
Yes, yes it can.
So we actually just played this game with his parents, and his mom happened to have a character that could take points away, and it could take a lot of points away. So every time I would gain points, I would happen to be in the same room as her, and I would end up going backwards.
I think you lost damn near 20 points.
I think I did.
Yeah.
But that was just the characters that we happened to be playing.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to watch who you pick. The characters all come in easy, intermediate, and hard.
Advanced.
Oh, advanced, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so you've got 3 different levels to choose from based on your gamer skill.
But from what we've noticed, I think you could really play with any of them.
They're all manageable. They're all super manageable.
They're not super hard. There's one character in particular I don't recommend playing with because it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Quite literally doesn't do anything.
Yeah, we've tested a good amount of these. I'd say at this point we've probably tested gosh, I don't know, 10, 12, something along those lines. Yeah. Probably even more than that. The vast majority of them we have tested, and really there's only been one that we're like, yeah, this character feels kind of useless, but they all feel pretty good. I mean, there's one character where you're manipulating and making bets on the score tracker as if you're playing the stock market.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
It just causes pure chaos, but it's a super smart design because, like I said, you're literally betting on how many points you think the other players are going to have by the end of the round, or how many points you think you're going to score by the end of the round, or how many points another player is going to lose by the end of the round. Like, it's a really, really unique design. It's a really smart design, and I don't really think any of these characters play the same.
No, and, you know, in particular, that one you're just talking about is a chaos player. Mm-hmm. So that would appeal to somebody like that. There's another one that has its own track that you just move it down, the weightlifting.
Oh yeah, there's a fitness influencer.
Yes, and that's really easy to score some points. So that would be great for somebody who is not very comfortable.
Yeah, it's like a track of what, like 30 squares or something like that. And at the end of every turn, you have the option to move your dumbbell 1 or 2 spaces, and every space does a different thing.
I think they're all pretty even.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't. I didn't do very well when we played with your mom and your dad, but that was just my character I happened to pick. Yeah. I would still play with that character. Sure. I love those. They're probably my favorites. Actually, these that are on the board right now, the werewolves. You not only get 2, but you get 2 more. So you play with 4 different werewolves. You can only activate 1 at a time. But I really enjoyed them. You can be in multiple places at one time. You have one that's like goo that can be in 10 different places. They all do something really unique. Yeah,
that's the thing. Certain characters are only going to have 1 main meeple on the board, and some can have as many as like 10. So there's variation across the board, but just because you have more meeples, though, it doesn't necessarily mean you have a distinct advantage either.
True.
Like I said, the balancing seems to be pretty good. Like I said, we only came across the 1 character that we really thought sucked. But yeah, I mean, we've played this a bunch with a bunch of different groups, and we played it at different player counts too. We've played it at 2, we've played it at 4. We've been up, down, and all around with this one.
Yeah.
And it works at every player count. It works with damn near every character that they have. It's a really simple gameplay loop, a really simple premise, and like I said, your entire turn structure is going to be on your individual character sheet, and everyone's going to vary a little bit differently. But all the boards do a really good job of explaining what you do, when you do it, why you're doing it, and what your benefits might be from doing that. But, you know, the main thing to remember is move around, scare, and devour, and that's the game in a nutshell. You're collecting tickets, and you're collecting spook points, and you're just wreaking havoc in this movie theater. It plays quickly, it's fun, it's competitive, there's a decent amount of take that, there's a high amount of interactivity. It nails the theme, the artwork is fantastic. Like, all of these, they're designed like the horror movie posters from like the 80s, you know,
they're
that
great.
Like that hand-drawn style, you know, that's you know the vibe, like those 80s horror movie vibes. I mean, they freaking nail it. It's just this game surprised the hell out of me.
Easy setup, easy teardown, not a whole lot to it. I love it.
It nails all the spooky vibes. It's literally called Spooktacular. Obviously, you have to play it this Halloween, so that is Spooktacular. Get on it.
Yep, we'll catch you later, guys.
Bye.